Welcome to Crafted Commentary. Just a couple friends in San Diego having a few beers, talking about what's rad and what's sad in the world we live in. With a rotating list of fresh beer and good buddies, Crafted Commentary will be anything but stale. Oh, sorry, Jimmy. Hey, friends. Welcome to another Crafted Commentary cold take. Very appropriate because it's winter and it's cold, even here in San Diego. It's been a minute, so if you don't remember, cold takes are my first try off a new beer. And I was a little bit hesitant to check this one out because it's limited edition, and unless you're in San Diego, and unless you bought it, you're probably not going to get it. But maybe it will turn you on to it for the next time. And real quick, the backstory on how I got this beer was I went to the gym, and my buddy Wade, shout out to Wade, we will tag him in the notes, told me that he was scoring some of this. So I was super stoked, and then he brought it over after the gym. Like a good dude. No questions asked, didn't want anything in return. I wound up giving him a beer to take home too. That was also limited edition, but I'm fucking super pumped. Wade's a good guy. Love working out with him. Great energy. And I saw Wade today, and the reason I'm wearing this hat is because my other buddy, Chris Lynch, who works for Everyday California, was at the gym. The gym's a great place. Anyway. Oh, by the way, for those that are new, this is Jimmy Cat. He's a Maine Coon. He's awesome. So today's beer on the cold take is Shadow of the Moon. This is by Pure Project here in San Diego. I'm not sure if they're a nano brewery, but they're pretty small, but they're doing a lot of amazing things. According to them, Shadow of the Moon. We released a quad IPA for our 4th anniversary. So we thought it only natural to release a quint for our 5th! Exclamation point. Yep, the strongest beer we have ever brewed and in IPA form. Exclamation point. Shadow of the Moon. Featuring our favorite hops, blah, blah, blah. Does anyone really care what the hops are? I'm sure you do. It's got all sorts of hops. Most I've never heard of. One called Freestyle Hops. The skateboarder in me likes that. Anyway, skipping through, fast forward. For our 5th anniversary, we wanted to challenge ourselves as a craft brewery and push the limits of our fermentation skills. Coming in at 15% ABV, 5 times 5 times 5. This murky Quintuple IPA is the strongest beer we have ever brewed at Pure Project. Sticking with the gym theme, strong. You can tell I lift, right? You're right, you can't. Shadow of the Moon is a true celebration of hops and the farmers who grew them. At 8 pounds of hops per barrel. I should actually weigh this beer to see what it weighs. This is easily the most heavily dry hopped beer we have made. The result? A subtly warming, subtly warming, and stunningly smooth brew bursting with notes of ripe pineapple, honeydew, and a whole lot of dank. Cheers to 5 years. And I feel a bit like an asshole for doing the blah 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 during the hops, because some of you might care. So here's what the hops are. Nelson Sauvin, Freestyle Hops from New Zealand. Strata. Indie Hops from Oregon. Mosaic. Loftus Ranches, Washington. Citra. I've heard of Citra. Wyckoff Farms, Washington. Cashmere. Sounds like a sweater. Gooden Farms, Idaho. Wow. Okay. I'm hesitant to have this beer only because I went to the gym, jumped on the Peloton, ran a bunch of errands. I'm a little tired. It's getting kind of late, but I'm very eager to try this out. Now, it's a 15%er. It's a knock you down beer, if you will. I wish somebody who doesn't have it with me, but they're not. And Jimmy Cat, as amazing as he is, he doesn't drink beer, right? He also doesn't like snowboarding. Weird. So let's check it out. Here's what the can looks like. I'll take photos later. By the way, if you're in San Diego, God, the weather was crazy this week in a good way. All right, very golden. Sorry if you're listening on the podcast and not viewing the video because you don't see it. It is very golden. It is very, very murky. Jimmy, what do you think? Hold on. Speak to the mic, Jimmy. Jimmy gives no Fs. It's a good looking beer. Wow. This is heavy. This is very, very heavy. But for 15%, I do find it to be stunningly smooth. Not sure if I taste pineapple, because I don't like citrus beers, and that's a good thing. Is pineapple a citrus? I think it is. But it's definitely bursting with notes of something. Maybe it's the honeydew. It's definitely dank. Listen, if you can find this beer... Sorry, poor form. To drink while I'm talking. If you can find this beer, it's worth you trying. I don't know what my buddies Wade and Brock paid for it, and I'm always hesitant to even spend more than $12 on a 6-pack, just because there's so much out there and you don't want to make an expensive mistake. But I think this is worth it. This is one of those beers best enjoyed with friends who like beer, but it's really good. I would have 2 or 3, not in a night, like I heard somebody did, but I would definitely have 2 or 3 over the course of a month or two, like hanging out with friends and checking it out. Like, it's definitely worthwhile. So, Wade, thank you for gifting me this beer. Brock, thank you for giving it to Wade. Again, my name is Bill with Crafted Commentary. This is a cold take, and I'm out. Cheers. Wow, dank.